Good evening and tonight, viewers. It's Three Roads Gaming, here with more Let's Play. I almost said Chrono Trigger. Let's play Final Fantasy V. Fair enough. Anyway, like a lot of my other runs, this one is gonna be cashless. Okay, default speed I want to be Ron. I want to remember to continue auto battle. I want battle mode to be Wade. This game is kind of difficult. Alright, I want a potion. Chant. In here. Oh, the Greenhorns Club. Yeah, if we say no, we could actually get, like, physically kicked out. We were lying before. We're new to this. I guess you could say it's a secret passage. Anyway, this is your required by JRPG law training section. I'm in it for the items. Screw you, Goblin. Okay, Galuf, you take the shoes. There we are. What do we got here? Okay, so 8 items. Useless. That money is useless to me. Actually, no, I will have a purpose for money. It just won't be of the spending variety. I'm sure I can find some reason to throw money away. Well, whatever. I guess Zoc isn't home. Kind of a weird name for a dude. Zoc. Sure, like... Of course, it's possible I can't get some of these items until later. Let's just put it that way. Gonna... Yeah, come give me a lap dance. Alright, well, we had our first sexual experience. But more importantly, we can play the piano. We get much better at playing the piano throughout the game. Oh, we got a random guy in the bottom right there just staring at women. Now let's go check on Ferris. He seemed lonely. Alright. Bartz and Galuf are both in love with a dude. That's very egalitarian for... I think this game came out in 1993. Very open of them. I like it. Ah, door's locked. Bummer. Okay, so the bar doesn't have any items. Does the inn? Thankfully, if you try to buy some equipment, Theris will show up so you can see what he's kicking around. You're not giving us the slip. Or we're not giving you the slip. Alright, let's go to the Wind Shrine. And right here... Okay, cool. And yes, we've got some healing juice. Not a bad place to level grind, but you'll want to level grind later, let's just put it that way. White Serpent. And that's a save point, we can save there. That's the point. Alright, I think in the right there's like an item. There we are. Leather cap. You take leather cap, buddy. Theris has a shield, which can block physical attacks. There we are. Yeah, Theris has a dagger, which is about as strong as a broadsword. Lina has a knife. He had a broadsword in here. I was right. Alright, Galuf, you take the broadsword. And we get our first boss. Since this is a Final Fantasy between 4 and 7, he's a counter-phase boss. Yeah, Breathwing is pretty much all he'll do. He can enter like a defensive phase, which will guarantee he counters with Breathwing, but he just didn't do that. Fine by me. Okay, so none of those vines are climbable. Here we are. Here's the control room. And yes, the crystal shattered. No more wind. What a shame. We're gonna get our divine calling. Essence of Flame. Oh yeah, all four of these characters are pretty much the like carbon copies of one another right now. Bartz is just like a hair stronger, and I think maybe slightly higher stamina or whatever. Galuf is pretty much standard issue across the board. Lina is just a hair better at magic, and Ferris is just a hair faster. So we got fire, water, earth. And we got wind. The guy whose name is Japanese is Bartz gets wind. As you do. It's one of them things that I don't think is super, like, translatable. I think it's like the spirit of adventure is kind of what he gets. It's called Passion here. It was called Quest in the PlayStation translation. And in the pretty well-known fan translation, I believe it was called Pursuit. Obviously, I know this one's called Passion because it's right in front of me. I might be mixing those up. But yeah, I think in Japanese, just like kind of a word that connotes like the spirit of adventure. Or summit. Yeah, Butts gets wind. And Ferris sure seems fascinated by the king. But he's a pirate. Oh no, we're trapped. But no, this is how we get our jobs. This is a job system game. The knight, the monk, the blue mage, the thief, the black mage, and the white mage. You gotta buy magic here, so black mage and white mage ain't happening, Chester. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. No, I don't need an explanation. Thank you, Boko. I do need to rest up, though. And resting up for free is a thing over here. Well, we've got our job crystals. No, I don't want to fight these guys. There we are. We got our job crystals. So I think I'm going to avail myself of them and explain them next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy V. This has been Three Roads Gaming. I sure am glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.